there's a lot of great people in this community and surrounding communities that do pest control. I've been fortunate enough to learn from them and be a part of this growing community. And so basically just being able to have that humility to say that we don't know everything, but we will research it and we'll go to work for you and we'll figure it out eventually. And I always tell people, I got your back. And if I can't figure it out today, I will figure it out, because I don't lose very often. There's been a time or two where it's just something I can't handle on my own and I've got to call in reinforcements, but that's okay.
Welcome to Behind the Brand, where we uncover the stories, struggles, and successes behind the businesses you love. Today, we are here with Jacob Talley, the founder of Talleys Pest Control, to learn how it all started and what it took to bring their vision to life. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Yeah, so, okay, you have just been in business for how long?
So my wife and I announced the business in February, the end of February.
Of this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
February 27th was our launch date.
Yep.
But I've been in the business for 15 years.
Okay.
For the past 3.5 years, worked for a local Salina company and kind of decided it was time for us to start building something for ourselves. Got one going to high school, so be more present here. And it's been great so far. We've been super blessed and appreciative for everybody that's chosen to use us so far, and we're just going to keep building as we go and see where it takes us.
Okay. So you did pest control before you started your own business, and how long did you do that for?
Well, so I have a full-time job as well.
Okay.
I'm a full-time fireman.
Yep.
And, so before I was a fireman, I did pest control full-time.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you've kind of always been in the pest control arena.
Yes. So my father-in-law owns his own pest control company, and he has for a long time. So when my wife and I got together, I started working for him, and then became a fireman, started working full-time, and then just kind of always worked on the side. And then the last 3.5 years, it almost became a full-time job on the side. But great experience, and I've learned a lot over the years and been able to build the knowledge base to where I felt comfortable enough to start my own company. And here we are.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit more about what services you provide with your pest control service.
Yeah, so we are new to the business ownership side, but we are a full-service pest control company. So any pest needs that you have, rodent exclusion, termites, regular quarterly pest control stuff that, normal service we do, and then just anything out of the ordinary. I've caught squirrels and, trapped other animals, and I usually get myself buried up in this stuff that takes me a lot longer than I expected with that stuff, animal stuff. But we offer anything that you could need. We treat your yards. I know we got a lot of fun Texas bugs that our new move-ins aren't used to. So the flies this year have been crazy. But anything you need pest-wise, we can do.
Okay. So if it's pestering you, call Talley.
Unless it's your kids. I got my own kids.
You don't control kids.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what inspired you to create your own business? I mean, you worked for other people. Do you have that entrepreneur kind of mindset, always, or is it kind of what made you decide to do your own business? Yeah,
so my wife and I are young. We started having kids young, and we came from nothing pretty much. We've had to build and scratch and claw our way to where we're at today, and so kind of moving towards the business side. We've always done things that had to make money and provide for the family. So, as a fireman, I've got days off, and I'm very, happy that I got the experiences I have over the years doing pest control, and we just felt like it was the right time. And it was a process trying to get this started, because dealing with the state and the TDA, it takes time. So this started back last November, October, November, and getting all the paperwork, and even the week that we announced, we couldn't even start for another week because we had to wait on one more thing. So just our family inspired us, building something for our kids in the future. And not that I want my kids to spray bugs, but it has been awesome when I wake up and I get ready and they want to go with me and experience it. And so it's been super cool. And we have, learning the business side has been a challenge, but, we're getting better every day. And we're seeing a lot of people and building a lot of relationships, so it's been super fun.
I love seeing your pictures too with your kids doing it. It's like this uniform was not approved.
And
it's just fun to see the family involvement in it, and I don't know, it's kind of cool too, because most firemen have a side gig.
Yes.
So it's kind of because you guys the fireman's schedule is kind of on certain days and then off certain days, right?
Yeah, so now we are we're on for 48 hours and then we're off for 96. So we've got 4 days off.
Okay.
And I always said, getting into it, that I didn't become a fireman to work another job. I wanted to, just be a fireman. And but life gets expensive. Kids do sports and travel, and you got a lot to do. And we're not doing pest control to get rich. We're doing pest control to show people there's a good service out there that you can still get. And it's been a nice, I've always kind of done it, but now I do it a lot more than I used to, just because we're trying to build a business and stuff like that. And
that's cool. So what inspired you to create the logo that you have?
Yeah, and I thought about that question a lot, because to be honest, I bought another name. And I was going to go with Redline Pest Control. I wanted to be fire related, and so I bought the DBAs and I did all the other stuff. And as I got closer to launching the business, I started seeing that name pop up in gear cleanings and all this other stuff. And kind of sat back and thought about why we were doing it, and the most important part of it is our family. And so we chose to go with our family name. And for me, it puts a lot of emphasis on the service we provide to people because our name is on it. And it's more personable, and you're getting me. I still get people that are like, did they tell you about this issue? And I was like, well, you were talking to me. It's just me. But building the brand around our family and just putting our name on it makes me work super hard for them. And I've always been a hard worker, but when you put your last name on something, it makes you want to be even better. So
well, I mean, it's kind of, it's your name and it's your reputation and it's who you are as not just a business, but as a person or a family. I think it adds a little bit more personable aspect to that. But I mean, you're basically putting your name out on the line. It's
and
I get it.
The Maltese cross is just a symbolic thing in the fire service, and that's for another podcast. You go on and on about that, but I kind of just tied it back in with that,
the fire thing.
And I kicked around being fire based. Some people frown upon that, but it's what we're about. And I've been in it for a long time as well, and it's important to me to incorporate both my family and the fire service. But choosing the last name has been great, and we just felt like we've networked enough to where people would know, and then they start seeing it. And of course, the week that I put my yard signs out, the city passed an ordinance where we can't have yard signs out anymore. So but we did flood the market there for a little bit, and people started figuring it out. And it's been good.
That's awesome. Well, and when it comes to your brand and everything else, we've had the opportunity to be able to work with you on all your, marketing, print, promotional products. And so that's been great to be able to work with you on that too.
It's been awesome.
And do your hats and your shirts and your business cards and that kind of thing. So what other types of marketing, because I've seen your social media posts and they're awesome. They're unique, which sets it apart. what other types of marketing are you doing to help promote your business?
Yeah, so it's all right now. It's on Facebook, and I have a small marketing background just from previous experiences growing up, and
Okay.
It's all about drawing attention.
Yeah.
I'm kind of known for the mustache. It's gotten a lot smaller over the years because we got policies at work. But
Okay.
if you put a mustache on an ant or whatever, it kind of draws. It draws people to look at it. And, we have a website in the works, and I can't tell you how many phone calls I get a day from people that just find me on Facebook and they're like, I build websites. And,
Yes.
but we wanted
Yeah.
to get to a point where I could start working. I had to get all the other licenses that I needed and the business license and all the other stuff. And, I just wanted to hit the road, and I didn't really worry too much about marketing.
Yeah.
And then it's just getting out there and building the relationships and letting people see the difference in our work that we do, and then allowing them to market for us.
Yeah.
And put the word out has been the biggest marketing we could think of.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this with you, which has been great. I know
Yeah.
I had to reschedule, so I apologize.
No, you're good. So we try to make it work with our clients. So yeah.
Yeah, and we just try to market ourselves when we're
Yeah.
out in public, and just being good people in the community, and sponsoring the sports programs and getting our name out there, and supporting the kiddos and the baseball teams, and
Yeah.
so that was awesome. We got a banner at the GYA field.
Yeah.
They put us right in center field where everybody had
Nice.
to look. So
Very good.
That was
Yeah.
amazing. But yeah, we just kind of market ourselves, market on Facebook. The website should be live in a week or two.
Okay.
And so that'll kind of help us a little more.
Yeah.
But,
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, very good. What do you think sets your business apart from the competition?
I would say humility, like
Okay.
being able to understand that I don't know everything, but
Yeah.
also understand when I need to educate.
Yeah.
And there's weather involved. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into pest control, but education's a huge part of it.
Right.
And being able to admit that I made a mistake and then make it right, and show up for the customer and stand behind what we say we're going to do and actually do it. There's a lot of great people in this community and surrounding communities that do pest control. I've been
Yeah.
fortunate enough to learn from them and
Yeah.
be a part of this growing community. And so basically just being able to have that humility to say that we don't
Yeah.
know everything, but we will research it and we'll go to work for you and we'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, I got your back.
Yeah.
And if I can't figure it out today, I will figure it out, because I don't lose very often.
Right.
There's been a time or two where it's just something I can't handle on my own, and I've got to call in reinforcements, but that's okay. That was a big leap in my fire career as well, as just having that understanding and being able to ask questions and not worry about what people were going to think about you.
Yeah.
We are business owners and we do want to do well for our customers, but at the same time, we have a lot to learn, and we learn every day as we get out and service people.
Yep. That's awesome. Now tell us a little bit more about your family, who you are, and what something people may not know about you.
That's great. So I have my beautiful wife, Taryn. We've been together now for 15 years. We have our son, Braxton, who will be a freshman this year, which is crazy.
And he's tall. He's what, just about as tall as you are.
He's passed me up now. So at the start of football, he was 6'4", like a legit 6'4".
Gosh, yeah.
And he
because him and Roman are in the same grade.
Yeah. And he just keeps growing. And then I have my daughter who's 8, about to be in 3rd grade. So we moved to Gunner 4 years ago.
Okay.
We've really enjoyed the community and kind of growing together. We're used to it from Salina and kind of how that's gone super quick.
Is that how, did you guys come from Salina?
No, I've just worked there for 10 years now, but we moved from Collinsville over here.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
we love Collinsville. We love the people there.
Yeah.
And we're chasing the school district and the good stuff about Gunner.
Yeah.
And then, some things that people may not know about me, there's a few. I can go business and fire, whichever, but, like I said before, we were young parents. We've had to, scratch and claw for everything. And, people make jokes that I could open my coat jacket and you could pick from business cards that I've acquired over the years. But I'm an ordained...
A jack of all trades.
Yeah. But, I had to make money growing up, for the family.
Absolutely.
And I'm an ordained minister.
Are you really?
I can sell roofs.
Funny.
Christmas lights, all that stuff. Obviously the focus now is on pest control.
Yeah. Kind of staying within a niche now.
Yeah, and probably the most important one that people may not know is that July 6th will be a year of no drinking for me.
Oh, wow.
So
congratulations.
Thank you. And
yeah, I didn't know that. That's amazing.
It's been a year. It's been a blessing. It was a great timing. I could just kind of see the road I was going down with that, and chose to make a change. And it's been a huge blessing for us and our family, business-wise, fire department-wise. And, so it's been huge. It's led me down a more spiritual journey. I finally got on the books to get baptized in August. So
very cool.
It's just been a year of growing and kind of growing up too.
Yeah.
And, just being that person for my family that they can look to and hopefully respect over the years. And so it's been really awesome.
Yeah. Well, I love that. I love that there's not just a new business, but you've got a whole new kind of life change that's happening in the last year. That's amazing. So very, very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So what is something that you wish you would have known when you first started your business?
Yeah. So I've always been on the technician side.
I love asking that question to business owners because there's so much that you just don't realize when you get into a business.
Yeah, I know.
You're running it yourself.
And you see people like that are super successful and they've been doing it a long time.
Yeah.
And, I didn't go to college. I did go to college for a little bit and then chose to go to the fire service because I knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I've always been on the technician side. I've never had to mess with invoices. And, I sent them, but I never had to follow up and make sure everything's happening. So just that business side of things that I'm learning. I'm thankful for the systems that I use that are in place. They're super thought out. You can do training calls with them that have helped me kind of learn better on that part. I'm thankful for the guys that I used to work for. They helped me a ton in the beginning, showing me all that stuff and answer those questions for me when I had them, because it's a lot. It's a big, complex system that we use, and it handles our confirmations, our follow-ups, our invoices, and then it handles the payments and everything else. So that has been nice where I didn't have to just think about that a ton, but just a lot on that back office side is what I wish I knew a little bit more about. I've always been a salesman my whole life. I've always been somebody that can talk to anybody, and that's not the problem, but just learning that business side would have been smart to start earlier.
Well, I mean, there's so many pieces to that puzzle, right? That you just go, okay, well, I've got to think about business property tax. I got to think about all these other taxes that I've now got to do. And it takes up a lot of your time too, especially when you're doing it by yourself to start off with. And my wife's super busy with her work, so it's just me out there and building this, and I didn't want to stress her out, in the beginning with all the paperwork stuff I had to do. But we also offer a service where we have to charge sales tax. And so paying the comptroller and, I just block that on my schedule. I know when the payments are on my schedule, and and that too, if I don't put it on my physical schedule, I will forget. And because I'm going so fast right now, we've been super blessed with customers. We made it, I think, up to 167 customers as this is being filmed in the first 3 months. So I've been out getting after it and, trying to figure out the balance between my schedule and home life too. I'm coaching 2 teams and, so it could be a lot. Balance work, balance life and work at the same time, and and I'll get better at that. It's just when you start a business, you want to try to please everybody up front and do right by people, and we do. But trying to not schedule myself out where I'm hurting at the end of the day and I can't do what I need to for my family. And I'm
I'm slowly getting better there.
Yeah. Yeah. It comes along. Yeah. As you get more into it, and it's like, okay, I got that now.
Yeah.
Yep. So running a business comes with challenges. What struggles have you faced in the first few months that you've had your business, and what motivates you on those difficult days?
I would just say, like, kind of touching on that last point is, we want to grow the business. We want to get out there, and so I'm going, and and it's just me. So figuring out the balance there, and just try not to overschedule to where I'm falling behind schedule, and because there's always things that come up during the day. And just the other day, like, I hit a detour. I was on schedule, and as a fireman, we have to be early, and all that stuff. That's how I was raised. But I had to do a huge wraparound that put me behind schedule.
Okay.
So that somebody like me, I'm calling the people like, I'm so sorry, because people take time for us, they're in their busy schedules to be there. And so when I say I'm going to be there, I want to show up on time. So just kind of figuring out that part of how I want to run my day, and not stack it too heavily to where I'm going to get behind or something like that. Because I want to work. I want to get it going. And early on, we funneled everything back into the business to acquire all the stuff that we need. So it's expensive. But just trying to find that balance is a challenge for sure, being a new business owner and wanting to build the brand. But my family always motivates me. They always have. My kids are the most important thing. My wife, even though they don't think sometimes, because I'm always working. But everything I do is for them. And so they're the reason that I work so hard and
that's awesome.
Get after it.
That's awesome. So on the flip side of the challenges, what are the most rewarding things of having your own business?
So I would just say the relationships that we've been able to build with people, and some are pre-existing, which has been awesome. They say, like, you do good for somebody, they'll tell 10 people. And the word of mouth business has been fantastic. I do have our business cards from you guys that look wonderful, and I do hand them out wherever I can. But just getting out and having conversations. I don't look at this as a job or the fire service. It is work, and it's, we have work to do, but I enjoy doing this. I enjoy, getting out and having conversations with people, trying to make a difference, and just showing people that, there is still good service you can get in the public or in this pest control world. And there's a lot of people that will take advantage of our wives being freaked out about something, and then that price goes up, and whatever that may be. But we're super honest and reliable. I can assure you, I've been way cheaper than most. Starting out, just because I want to get out there and do the work. But just people. We're people, I guess. But building those relationships with people, and then, kind of the business relationship now with us having our name on it, has been super rewarding. And then, the blessings of all the people coming back, they're starting to reoccur now, which is awesome.
Well, and you have young kids in it too. And I've always found, because, we've got 3 kids, and I've always worked when they were little. And it's kind of cool. And, we've had this business for 8 years, but it's nice to be able to teach the kids that aspect of how work is. Like, if you were to run your own business, you're teaching them as well on what work ethic is like, right?
For sure.
I don't know. I just, knowing that you have 2 young kids and seeing them in your social media posts of them helping you out and different things, I think that's really cool that you're incorporating them too in that, and that they're able to learn from that.
Yeah, and as you know, like, going into freshman year, our kids are busy. They're up early in the morning, and then they're out in the heat and they're doing all this stuff. But it has been super awesome when I get up and they hear me going and they want to go to work with me.
That's cool. That's really cool.
I've done the research on child labor laws, and if you have your own business, they don't apply.
It doesn't apply.
It's been wonderful.
I love it.
My son doesn't typically get up and go for much.
Yeah.
And I've got him his own shirts, and I bought him his first pair of work boots. And
I love it.
I've had to show a lot of patience. I've actually been proud of myself there. But my daughter too, she wants to go every day, and especially being in the summer. If you saw the post with the mustache, she just had to have that the other day, and so I thought that was a funny picture. But it's been super awesome that my kids want to be involved. It's not me forcing them to go, so when you see them with me, I'm not like, you got to go. That's cool. They actually get up and want to go, so it's been super awesome.
Yeah, that's got to be a rewarding in itself of having your kids a part of that too.
For sure, yeah.
Well, very cool. So tell everybody how they can find you.
Yeah.
What social media, where they can find you on Facebook, Instagram, I'm assuming. And then your website is coming up live soon. So what is that website address?
So it will be talleys.pestcontrol.com.
Okay.
Currently, we're just on Facebook at Talleys Pest Control. We built a pretty good following. I've tried to give services away, and just to keep building and building as we go. And then you can see me around town. I'm fortunate enough to spray the school district, so I'm always up here and around the schools. We're always at the sporting events.
Now, what is your service area?
That is a great question. So currently, we would love to stay in Collin and Grayson County.
Okay.
As it's been now, we have a lot of realtor friends, and I've gone a little further than I probably will in the future, but to help them out. So I would say anywhere right now from out east to Princeton and back, Sherman, Dorchester, all that, Howe, Van Alstyne. And then going over, probably we're going to stop around Whitesboro, Collinsville. We do have some in Gainesville. But.
So from like Highway 75 to 377 kind of range up to 380?
Yeah, and we've gone past, some in Frisco too. So I'd say Frisco's probably our cutoff there. But, as we grow, those stops will get a little easier because there'll be more in between. That's been another challenge that we've, going here and then your next stop's over here just because they're not reoccurring yet.
Right.
So once they start reoccurring and I'm able to build out those routes, it'll be a lot easier for me. But it just, right now, it kind of feels like we're all over the place. But eventually I'll wrangle it in and, kind of figure that part out. But
So be sure to go follow him on Facebook, Instagram, follow his or get on his website in a couple weeks. By the time we launch this, actually, you'll probably have your website up, but it's Talleys Pest Control. Go follow and check him out. Thanks for watching. To be saying it.
If you ask him, he'll come up here.
We're gonna have to get him this year.
They put policies in at work, but before I cut it the first time, it was 9.5 inches.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I could stretch it out to here.
Oh my gosh, and just stiffen it up and make it.
I didn't ever really put anything in it. I just trained it to where it would be. And that was probably when we got here, like 5th grade. And
that's crazy. I think I remember your mustache being really big.
Yeah, and then they made us, like, this is almost too far. Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm a captain too, so I have to kind of set the example and not be out of policy. But.
Yeah, that's funny. I love it. Okay. So, very cool. Well, be sure to follow him on Facebook, Instagram at Talleys Pest. Blooper. Hang on. We'll start that one over again. I'm wanting to say Talleys Pest for whatever reason. Pest. Okay. This is why we do bloopers.
I love it.
And I'm always the one screwing them up. Be sure to follow Talleys Pest Control. And start that one over again. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
We'll get this one. All right. I don't even remember where I left off now, and we're right at the end.
You sure?
Thank you. She keeps me in line.
Love it.
Thanks for joining us on Behind the Brand. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for more real conversations with real brands. All the details on today's guests are linked below, so go check them out and give them a follow. We'll see you on the next episode.